Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. You are welcome to the stream, the Wicklow GA TV stream of the ALS Identify Junior D football final between Aughrim and Avoca. My name is Daniel Kennedy and I'll be taking through the commentary here today. We'll be watching the players now go to the pre-match parade. We're waiting on the confirmation of the teams, but it sounds like they're going as per programme. So we'll run through them in the next few moments. But Christy Rourke from Shalala Coolboy will be taking over refereeing duties today, and we'll start with the Aughrim team. In goal is Dara Rice, John Fanning, Oisin Dunn and Jonathan O'Connor make up the full back line. Aaron Gannon, Hugh Gunning and Conor Wilson make up the half back line, with Sam Carroll and Tom Murphy in midfield. Mick Brennan, Dermot Whelan and Mark O'Shea make up the half forward line, with Peter Quigley, Patrick Kavanagh and Adam Keegan in the full forward line. For Avoca, starting in goal is David Burke. Chris Canavan, JP McDonough and Anthony Dorn make up the full back line. At right half back is Colin Dorn, centre back Rob Wilson and left half back Niall McCauley. In midfield is Josh Brown and Martin Kenny, with Colin O'Connor, Caden Kinsella and Paul McCusker making up the half forward line. Keane O'Neill and PJ Flusky and Darren Keogh make up the full forward line. This player is just going now for the pre-match parade. Couple of bit of an issue with the intercom here in Echelon Park, so the teams haven't been read out over the intercom just yet. Niamh Myers down there has been having a nice old time of her voice being projected very loudly thanks to some music that was going on right before this. Decent crowd over on the far side in the covered stand. Of course, interesting enough, Chris Canavan there, wearing number 2 last week.
Okay now. Yeah.
Last week he was refereeing the intermediate hurling semi-final between Aughrim and Western Gales, and now he faces Aughrim himself. Dara Byrne from Ballymanus is the linesman on the open stand side. Well, over the other side is Eugene Doherty from Avondale. It's always great on the county final occasions, no matter what level. Pre-match parade, kids of course accompanying the players. No one, I suppose, is that a sign that the Aughrim team is a fairly young side with no kids accompanying them? And looking at them, they're fairly fresh-faced compared to the Avoca lads, who look like they've all gone through wars. Bar the odd few lads there in the back. The first adult GA final of the year, first bit of silverware in this long season, up for grabs in Wicklow. Of course, Aughrim, their first team, lost the intermediate semi-final to Hollywood. Avoca knocked out of the Junior A. So for both of these, in football terms, this is their last match. Seeing that the entire panel of both sides were in that parade, and now we will stand for the national anthem. So national anthem over. Aughrim will defend the West End Gate side for the first half. Avoca in the town end goal. I'm looking now to see who's gone in for the throw in. Is there any positional switches going? Nothing too clear at the moment. You can see there, Sam Carroll is making his way over here to the sideline. That suggests that Tommy Murphy is going to go for the throw in, and with him is Martin Kenny. 2 number 9s in. Christy Rourke doing his checks, waiting for everyone to get in position. From the looks of it there, Dermot Whelan's gone into full forward for Aughrim, with Patrick Kavanagh coming out to centre forward, so just a straight swap there, positional wise. For Avoca, Paul McCusker has gone into corner forward. In fact, it looks to be as well at centre forward is Josh Brown, and Christy O'Rourke gets us under away, and Avoca she'll get first possession here. It's kicked there by Martin Kenny, picked up by Rob Wilson. Martin Kenny now back out to Niall McCluskey. McCluskey looking forward his options. Gets it over to Josh Brown. Brown on the ball, gets it onto the 65. Just in front of him is Mike Brennan. Brown going through, looks to be held. Christy O'Rourke says play on. Avoca keep possession. Niall McCluskey. Clearing his options on the ball now is Cian O'Neill. Cian O'Neill just going past Tommy Murphy there. Aughrim recovering, and he gives away the ball, and intercepting there is Sam Carroll. Sweeping up there, however he's under immediate pressure, and Avoca recovered, however it's a free out to Aughrim, looked like for holding. Ball is handed back. Christy tells him where he wants Sam Carroll to go. Sam on the 45, hits it infield. It's well kept there by Mick Brennan, despite the Avoca attempted intervention. Aughrim now going forward with Mark O'Shea. Mark O'Shea back to Mick Brennan, he keeps possession. Aaron Gannon now, the captain, going forward, just on the arc. On the ball now is Dermot Whelan. Dermot Whelan goes for the first shot of the game. Gets it just wide. Good left foot though from Dermot Whelan. We'll expect a few more shots from him when he gets the chance. David Burke now will be taking the kick out. So almost 2 minutes on the clock. Still no score so far. That Dermot Whelan the only shot of the game so far. David Burke looking forward. There's a bit of space here in front of the Avoca half forward line, however it doesn't not going to restart, it's going to go into the half back line, and it's a scramble for possession, but Mark O'Shea gathers. O'Shea past a player, past another one. That was Colin Dorn he got past. Still going Mark O'Shea. On to Dermot Whelan again, second bite of the cherry here now for Dermot Whelan, and a second wide. 2 early wides, however I think Christy O'Connor there is pointing for a free for Aughrim, so they'll have another chance here. And it's from just outside the arc as well. See that left boot from Dermot Whelan. There's no reason to feel he'll miss this. Very central position, wind blowing at his back, or I suppose to his left side at the moment, the way he's lined up. He brings in just inside the arc, and it goes over the bar. Christy O'Rourke puts up the 2 hands. 2-pointer here for Dermot Whelan from a free. And the scoreboard is now ticking. 2 points to Aughrim. No score to Avoca. David Burke now with the kick out once more. Assessing his options here. Josh Brown's made a run inside. You feel like that the ball is not going to carry too far out, and it doesn't. And on the ball now is Peter Quigley. Quigley with Chris Canavan in front of him. Gives it in now to Sam Carroll. Sam Carroll on the 21. Back to Dermot Whelan. The point scorer. Gives it back out for Peter Quigley. Peter Quigley blocked by Canavan. But Aughrim gets possession back with Conor Wilson. Conor Wilson shifts a heavy challenge from Chris Canavan, but goes for a shot, and it's just gone wide. Still 2 points to no score. The ball not coming out of the Avoca half. And almost 4 minutes played here. David Burke once more with the kick out. So far 3 wides for Aughrim. David Burke now. Play just being held up there now for Chris Canavan, who seems to have gone down. Of course, he got that block in a few moments ago from that Peter Quigley shot. Must have taken it a bit hard. It's not particularly cold day, but on any day a heavy ball straight to the hands is going to be a sore one. Looks to be his back, or no. Yep, it's his back where the issue is. Of course, that's where the muscle on your shoulder is really probably just dragging at that. If I can give any advice to anyone out there, get as soft as mattress as you can, because your back is not a thing to have pain on. To have pain on. For Chris Canavan, he doesn't look too happy. He looks like looks to be his calf, rather. Substitute now, being told to come on. Chris Canavan's day is done with just over 5 minutes gone. No sign of who's come. Well, no, we do actually. You can see number 18, Donncha Murphy, will be coming on. Don't think. Yeah, no, Dara Byrne was over to the bench to get the slip. So Donncha Murphy for Chris Canavan in the 6th minute.
Avoca substitution. Number 18, Jonathan Murphy, replaces number 2.
Long walk now for Chris Canavan. Come off the pitch. The sad sight, and the Avoca supporters there under the covered stand gave him the applause. County final day over. David Burke. And looking at his options and where to put this one as we're about to get back underway. David Burke now with the kick out. Kicks it down. It's very essential. Came off there. Aaron Gannon looked like from Aughrim. And possession is up for grabs. Anthony Doran takes it. However, Dermot Whelan gets a hand in there. And he gets it off now to Patrick Kavanagh. Patrick Kavanagh checks back inside. Gives it back to Dermot Whelan. Dermot Whelan. This is his 3rd shot of the game. And that is off the post and wide. 3rd wide for Dermot Whelan. 4th wide for Aughrim overall. 2 points to no score to Aughrim. Granite City has definitely started well with the aid of the breeze. David Burke now. No one making themselves available for a short pass. Just tracking their man. Anthony Dorn is out there on Adam Keegan. Donncha Murphy has gone over with Peter Quigley on the far side. Goes up into the air. Punch there from Mick Brennan out for an Avoca line ball. See there, Cian O'Neill is very, very far in his own half, but that must have been the change. It must have been himself and Paul McCusker who switched positions earlier on. There, PJ Flusky is up in the centre forward position. Martin Kenny has moved inside. Cian O'Neill now looking who's available. Finds a man. That's Colin Dorn on the ball. Dorn, 2 Aughrim men around him, putting him under all sorts of pressure. However, he gets the pass off to Niall McCluskey. McCluskey inside now to Colin O'Connor. Colin O'Connor to Anthony Dorn. Now in possession is Paul McCusker. McCusker shifts the challenge. Gets in now to Rob Wilson. Still under a lot of pressure here. Avoca not allowed coming to the Aughrim half, but now they have it in there. It's a good punch there from Conor Wilson. However, illegally seems to have pulled him back there. Caden Kinsella. Cian O'Neill hit that free and got it to the hands of PJ Flusky. Low picking it, getting the ball. And he's fouled just outside the arc here now. So Aughrim will have a chance at a shot here, but with the strong breeze going down against them, it may have to just find an option. Martin Kenny coming out to take it. Maybe you'd feel, yeah, he is going to go for it. He'd be the man you'd want in that square if they were going to work anything. Puts it on the turf. Martin Kenny hits it. It's curling. It's going to drop just in the goal line. It's pushed out by Aughrim. And Aughrim in possession, trying to work it out. It spills loose. However there, Jonathan O'Connor got a vital kick to it to bring it out to the side, and now Gannon has it. Aaron Gannon working up the left side into his over to his fullback Oisin Dunn. Oisin Dunn shifts a challenge, going down now the open stand side into the hands of Mark O'Shea. Mark O'Shea's jersey was pulled there. Christy Rourke not interested. Aughrim though continue on with proceedings. Hand in there from PJ Flusky, and Avoca turn the ball over. Kenny gets it on here to the 45, into the hands of Darren Keogh. However, it's worked out Colin O'Connor. He gets it over to Paul McCusker. McCusker to Caden Kinsella. Kinsella inside to Cian O'Neill. Cian O'Neill for Avoca for a chance for them. Gone wide. First wide for Avoca in this match. Just over 10 minutes gone. 2 points Aughrim, Avoca no score. Dara Rice now will be taking his first kick out. He's got the breeze at his back at this level. No short balls. Well, you generally think no short kick outs. However, you do get some managers who at this level who do like to put those tactics in, but no one's making options. So I'd say Dara Rice is going to absolutely bury this ball down the pitch. Dara Rice, big boot here, going out to the 65. Looking for an Aughrim hands. However, Avoca overturned it. On the ball is Colin Dorn. Avoca working it in now to the Aughrim half. It's punch forward. Looking for Kenny, however. Good interception there by Hugh Gunning. Gunning now, bringing it up the pitch to Mark O'Shea. Mark O'Shea, race to keep it in play, does so. Mark O'Shea slows down, picks up the ball at ease. In front of him is Colin O'Connor. He works it over to Adam Keegan. Keegan taking on Donncha Murphy. Checks back. And back out now to Aaron Gannon on the Avoca 65. Aaron Gannon again. Nice burst of pace there, but no clear route to get in a shot. Peter Quigley, he goes go for a shot. That's going to just go wide. So, 5th wide now for Aughrim. David Burke now with the kick out. 6 kickouts, all held up in the breeze. Not making it past the 65. David Burke. Gonna drop here, yeah, just in between the 65 and 45. Aughrim to have possession. And it's worked in to Patrick Kavanagh. Kavanagh to Mark O'Shea. Mark O'Shea takes on his man. Is held up there. And it's going to be a free in the 21 for Aughrim. Hint there of steps. However, for Mark O'Shea, in fairness, he was pulling the old kind of style. The old style, if you're being held back, you're allowed a few extra steps. Mark O'Shea for Aughrim's 2nd point. 3 points to no score. David Burke once again with the kick out. 7th kick out altogether. Almost come to halfway done this half. David Burke. Lovely white gloves. They won't stay white for long, I reckon. This is a good kick. Over the 65. Avoca had a hand on there. Colin O'Connor, however, dropped it, but Avoca get the free. With the ball is PJ Flusky. He hits it across. And Aughrim intercept with Mick Brennan. Mick Brennan now onto the 45. He sort of leaned into the Avoca player and he's worse to wear for it. Ball spills loose. Mark O'Shea now in possession. Mark O'Shea trying to take them all on. Gets it into Patrick Kavanagh. Kavanagh now. Nice burst of pace. Shooting opportunity. Goes for it. 6th wide for Aughrim. See there, Mick Brennan just in that challenge with Colin Dorn came out worse to wear. He seemed to lean into him with the shoulder. Physio on again to assess damage. This time the Aughrim physio. Christy Rourke. Just assessing to see. the full effects of that blow from Mick Brennan. Kind of been a rotten day here today before this match threw in. It was raining heavily throughout, but not exactly clear skies, but there's some lovely blue beyond the clouds. For yourself at home, if you want your skies to always be blue, you have a chance to win a Ford Puma worth up to worth €33,000 plus lots of cash prizes in the Wicklow GA draw. You can get tickets on the official GA website. Magic sponge there, working a treat for Mick Brennan. He seems alright to continue on here. They're lining up here for a free, it looks like. However, I didn't see Christy O'Rourke put up the hand to say advantage. Dermot Whelan with a chance for a 2-pointer again. Oh, Mick Brennan just going to have to leave the field for a moment before he's called back on. Should be after the ball goes dead here if it does. With the way Dermot Whelan's been kicking today, this ball surely will make it all the way to the end line at the very least. Going through his Dan Bigger routine, Dermot Whelan. Puts the left boot through it. This one's curling and it's not curled enough, gone wide. Aughrim 7th wide of the game now. Mick Brennan comes back on. David Burke with the kick out. So far 9 kickouts. His last one made it over his own 65. So he's adjusting for the wind. David Burke now going long. Underneath it is Rob Wilson. However, Patrick Kavanagh gets a hand to it, but Avoca come away with it. Here, Donnacha Murphy runs into Hugh Gunning. Checks it back to Colin O'Connor. Colin O'Connor looking forward to Darren Keogh. Scramble for possession here. And Aughrim come away with it. Chance to break. Patrick Kavanagh is down on just ahead of the 65. Feeling his hand a bit. However, on the ball is Peter Quigley. Quigley's making his way forward. Hits it to no one in particular. I think Adam Keegan had made the move off him, but just the wrong spot. Quigley goes in to Colin Doran there. And Avoca get on with the free quickly. Rob Wilson on out to Donnacha Murphy. Patrick Kavanagh getting a bit of treatment there just ahead of the 65 in the Avoca half. Niall McCluskey on the ball. Back to Donnacha Murphy. Murphy runs into Sam Carroll. Looking forward. Gets into PJ Flusky now. Flusky on to Cian O'Neill. Cian O'Neill running that goal. Chance for a score for Avoca and just into the hands of Dara Rice. Just drops short. Now on the ball is John Fanning. Fanning kicks it forward. Makes his way to Connor Wilson. Connor Wilson taking on Caden Kinsley's in hot pursuit. Does hold him up. Gets him out of play. And it's a line ball to Avoca. Good defensive work there from Caden Kinsley. Colin O'Connor now with the line ball. Gives it quick, just a short one to Donnacha Murphy. On now with Niall McCluskey. Just over the Aughrim 65. He hooks it into the air to Martin Kenny. Brilliant catch ahead of Usheen Dunn for Martin Kenny. Kenny rolls along the ground. In for Cian O'Neill. Cian O'Neill shoots and it's just gone wide. Couldn't direct it goalwards. Dara Rice, well, to be fair, did the right thing. Got down low nice and quick. And a bit on target. May have got to it. But it's a second wide now for Avoca. Still no score for them. Just got 18 and a half minutes gone here. Dara Rice with the kick out. Small man of stature. Boots it into the air. Gonna make its way to the 65. Just gets over. However, Avoca win it with Donnacha Murphy. Onto it here is PJ Flusky. Flusky looking for Mark Kenny, who's just moved inside. Martin Kennedy, who's just moved inside. He's been pushing it back surely there by Usheen Dunn. Yeah, and Christy O'Rourke has given a free in to Avoca. Looked like it was favouring Oisín Dunn there, but fair play to Martin Kenny, managing to find that extra bit of a gear to get himself between the man and ball and winning that free. So now Martin Kenny here is going to be taking this free. Drop one short earlier on from outside the arc. And he's just going to put it on the turf again. And against the breeze, putting your boot through it. Probably the way to go. Martin Kenny just chips it over. And that is Avoca's first score. They're off and running here now. Martin Kenny. First point of the game for him. 3 points to 1. Aughrim lead. Just going into 20 minutes gone. Dara Rice once more with the kick out. Aughrim were laying siege there on the Avoca half for the opening 10 minutes, but now Avoca have started to find their feet and have run into this game quite well. Dara Rice hoops it into the air. It's going to just drop short here. However, Aaron Gunning does get a hand to it. Spills loose. Tommy Murphy trying to get there. PJ Flusky got a hand to him. Aaron Gunning gets it now. Onto the 65. Looking for Darby Whelan. He just hit the pass there. PJ Flusky in possession. Foul there from Hugh Gunning. Few calls to move that up because Hugh Gunning didn't give it straight back. However, PJ Flusky gets on with it. Oisín Dunn gets out ahead of Martin Kenny brilliantly there. Tom Murphy. Now, and it's a loose pass and Niall McCluskey intercepts. On now for Cian O'Neill, the man with the goal chance a few moments ago. Worked on to Martin Kenny. Martin Kenny checks back inside. Just white shirts there around him. He has to go back to his fullback, JP McDonough, the captain. JP McDonough gives it in to Josh Brown. Josh Brown to Martin Kenny. Martin Kenny to Darren Keogh, just inside the arc. Back to JP McDonough. JP McDonough, tackle there. I think it was Hugh Gunning again. No, sorry, that was Connor Wilson. Shot from Martin Kenny from just outside the D. Martin Kenny, second point, his first from play. The first score from play in this ALS Identified Junior D football final. Aughrim lead 3 points to 2. Dara Rice now with the kick out. It's all just bunching here. There's no obvious runs or obvious means of going about these kick outs. It's just pumping it up in the air and trying to win a break. Classic game. Dara Rice with the kick out. Gonna drop it top. Tommy Murphy gives a push in the back there to Josh Brown. That's a free to Avoca. Josh Brown looking to take it. Gets on with things quickly. Here is PJ Flusky. Back to Josh Brown. Hugh Gunning though got his body in there and Tommy Murphy collects the loose ball. Mick Brennan onto Patrick Kavanagh. Mick Brennan not happy with that challenge, but Patrick Kavanagh was looking there for Adam Keegan. However, it is a free to Aughrim here in their own half for that foul on Mick Brennan. Tommy Murphy, very white gloves. Won't be white for long. He kicks it long, looking for Quigley. Peter Quigley takes that brilliantly, pumps it into the sky. The take was good, but the shot was well wide in the end. Aughrim lead 3 points to 2. David Burke with the kick out. This game seems to be going on a pattern. First 10 minutes, Aughrim were laying siege. Then Avoca started to get the ball into the Aughrim half. Now it's back with Aughrim getting most of the attacks. That kick out just evades everyone from a Avoca perspective. And on the ball is Sam Carroll. He gets it back to John Fanning. Fanning with black shirts all around him. He is fouled, however, there is an Avoca man who's feeling the effects of that challenge down. Looks to be, I think it's Caden Kinsella. Or no, PJ. I think it's actually Darren Keogh. Gamaleshkel. Tommy Murphy taking hold of that ball. While Darren Keogh is getting a bit of attention here now and he's back up. 3 stoppages here for injury so far in this first half. Chris Canavan's day was cut short at 6 minutes. Sub coming on. I think it might only be a temporary sub. There's no indication that Darren Keogh definitely can't continue. Number 19 is Liam Murphy for Avoca.
Avoca,
Blood sub, yeah, just announced there. Tom Murphy looks for Brennan or Whelan, but Avoca overturn it. Liam Murphy on the ball. Just solo goes a little bit too far ahead of him. However, he gathered well. Here's Donncha Murphy. Donncha Murphy, long ball looking for Martin Kenny. Oisín Dunn just walks that all the way. Read the ball well, and now it's Hugh Gunning on the ball. John Fanning, or rather Connor Wilson rather. Mark O'Shea in possession, or John Fanning in possession. Very similar looking men. Confusing when they're that far away. Free out to Aughrim on their own 45. I think it's going to be brought up here, is it, for the little afters? No. Dermot Whelan now looks for Mark O'Shea, who's got ahead of Donncha Murphy. Brilliant covering there by Josh Brown. However, Mark O'Shea comes back to collect. Shifts the challenge. Mark O'Shea looks forward for Tom Murphy. Tom Murphy on the ball, just inside the arc. Tom Murphy, low ball into Adam Keegan. Keegan can't control it. And brilliant defended by Anthony Dorn. Anthony Dorn out to Josh Brown. Liam Murphy's made a move ahead of Connor Wilson there on the cover stand side. However, Josh Brown just keeps going with it. Still in possession, Josh Brown. Shifting a challenge or two there. PJ Flusky now in possession. Gets it in here, looking for Paul McCusker. Good hand there from Jonathan O'Connor. And the ball is still up for grabs. Seems like Paul McCusker is foul there, pushing the back from Jonathan O'Connor, and he gets on with it quickly. Good hand there from the Aughrim defence, and Mark O'Shea coming away with it now. Trying to link it back into attack. High ball, looking for Adam Keegan. Keegan has got a chance inside here. Keegan still going forward, past JP McDonough. Keegan with the shot. Great block by JP McDonough. David Burke catches. And Avoca with a chance to break. On the ball is Colin Dorn. Dorn up to Donncha Murphy. Murphy in a little bit of space there ahead of Tommy Murphy. Tommy Murphy just shadowing him. Donncha Murphy goes long, looking for Martin Kenny. Himself and Oisín Dunn having a good battle so far. Kenny gets a hand to it. Still in possession. Oisín Dunn on him like a rash. Goes for a shot, off balance. It's tailing, it's going to drop short. Christy O'Rourke had the hand up for the advantage. It's going to be a free into Avoca. Martin Kenny with a chance for his third point. And to level the game. Just coming up here to half time. 27 minutes gone. We'll probably have a few minutes additional time for those injuries. I think there, yes, the blood sub is off. I think Liam Murphy now is rushing off. Back introduces Darren Keogh. Puts it on the turf. Martin Kenny. Lining up his shot. Kenny off the turf. Chips it like he did earlier on and chips it over the bar. Level here now in Echelon Park. Aughrim 3 points, Avoca 3 points. Just coming up to half time.
Avoca, blood sub reversal. Darren Keogh returns to play.
There's confirmation there of Darren Keogh coming back on. Dara Rice once again with the kick out. Wind doesn't seem to be as strong as it was earlier on. Dara Rice kicking long. Falls into the hands now. I think that's Hugh Gunning on the ball. Gunning gets it forward to Patrick Kavanagh. Kavanagh, only option inside is Adam Keegan, and Adam Keegan gets ahead of Anthony Dorn onto the ball. Keegan bring it out to the sideline. Sees Patrick Kavanagh running the space. Kavanagh in possession. Back to Quigley. Quigley puts his laces through it, but it's gone well wide. Well wide. Couple of arguing that there should have been an advantage there. I think it was more of a case where Patrick Kavanagh sort of slipped while a hand was there just trying to shadow him. We have a man down here for Aughrim, Hugh Gunning. So another stoppage in play. Physio on again for Aughrim. I think in this match the physios have done just as much running as the players so far. Chance for the lads to get a bit of water into them. Tommy Murphy spraying the water on himself. It's a wet enough day. Well, it was a wet enough day. NQ gunning, hobbling, but no sign of an Aughrim man warming up just yet. The game is about to go 30 minutes old. Yeah, Aughrim man coming on here now. On the subs bench, number 18 there, Rourke and Kavanagh.
There will be at least 4 minutes.
4 minutes addition time, yeah, I knew it was going to be a big one after all the stoppages. David Burke gets on with the game here with the kick out, goes into midfield. Avoca have possession. Donegan Murphy gets it forward to Niall McCluskey. McCluskey in essential position, looking forward now to Martin Kenny. Martin Kenny can't control it. John Fanning couldn't either, and Avoca have possession. On the ball is Colin O'Connor. O'Connor under pressure from Oisin Dunn. Caden Kinsella picks it up ahead of Conor Wilson. Caden Kinsella brings it on out wide on the 14. Brings on the end line. Nearly he seems to be dragged back there by Oisin Dunn. Avoca will have a chance to go ahead for the first time this match. Are they... I mentioned Lorcan Kavanagh was stripped off and ready to come on. However, it doesn't look like he was introduced. Looking there to see if Hugh Gunnan is alright or if he's back on. Martin Kenny now with a chance with this for his 4th point. Chipped over the last 2 frees off the boot. Bit more low trajectory with this one, and probably should have gone with the chip this time as it goes well wide. Still level here in Aughrim. Aughrim 3 points, Avoca 3 points. It'll be 4 minutes, of course, as I mentioned there, of added time. Not getting on with things too quickly. Hugh Gunnan now makes his way back onto the pitch. Still hobbling a bit, probably going to run off. Shake off that injury he's gotten. Little knock. Hopefully he'll be alright to continue on for the full match. Performed quite well so far. Bar the odd free is given away, but Dara Rice once more with the kick out. Looks to, of course, sending it long. Underneath, Aaron Gunning. Gunning gets a hand to it. Cian O'Neill put under pressure. Cian O'Neill picks up the breaking ball. O'Neill checks back around. Bit of hint of overcarrying there, but play on. Cian O'Neill gets past Gunning. Chips the challenge. Looks now for Martin Kenny. Kenny used the hand well just to shield off Oisin Dunn. He gets it back to PJ Flusky. Flusky just inside the arc. Checks it back to Martin Kenny. Kenny out wide to Niall McCluskey. Niall McCluskey brings it inside the arc. Not really shaping for a shot, however, he finds Cian O'Neill in a bit of space. Cian O'Neill in front of goal. Cian O'Neill with a chance, but it's well wide in the end, really. Probably, might have been a chance of a goal there. Was from a difficult angle if he was going to go for it. However, he came away with nothing in the end. Dara Rice now with kick out. Still a minute to go and injury time. Looks up. Niall McCluskey and Hugh Gunning have a little battle there. Dara Rice kick out, looking for Conor Wilson, gets to him. Caden Kinsella puts him under pressure, however, Conor Wilson still in possession. Conor Wilson now with a bit of space to run into. Conor Wilson brings it into the Avoca half. Kicks it forward for Sam Carroll to run onto. Carroll in possession. Sam Carroll. Again looking to break the line. Sam Carroll brings it forward. Got Dermot Whelan inside. Dermot Whelan can't pick it up, however, it is a free for a foul on Sam Carroll. However, Rob Wilson there didn't seem to get the memo. Mark O'Shea probably thought that Dermot Whelan had it on the ground and thought it was his own free. We have a sub here now coming on for Aughrim, number 19, Cormac Sheridan. While Mark O'Shea stands over this free. Trying to figure out who's going off. It might be Gunnan. Looks like it is. Gunning stays done for the moment anyway. Mark O'Shea with a chance now to put Aughrim back in front. Just as the half-time whistle should go. Mark O'Shea lining up the post. Leans back while shooting, but lean back, served him well. 4 points to Aughrim, 3 points to Avoca.
Replacing number 6, Hugh Gunning.
Aughrim's points here, no scores from play, and there's the half-time whistle from Christy O'Rourke. Aughrim 4 points, Avoca 3 points here in the ALS Identified Junior D Football Championship final. We'll see you back in 10 minutes here for the second half.
Support Wicklow GAA and you could win a hybrid Ford Puma worth 33,000 euro or 25,000 euro cash. Get your tickets from your club.
The corner forward gathers it on the 21, but it's stolen by the corner back. He's picked his pocket there.
It's dropping from the skies. The big man has it again. Oh, he's lording it today.
He's backing himself. He has the distance, but has he the accuracy? It's over the bar.
Tashi Garuto. Tashi Halutrasta.
Him got it. Nobody.
Our GAA. We all belong here, in this place, at this time. We belong not because of who we are or where we come from. Being here means belonging. Belonging means knowing you're part of a community that has a place for all. Where potential is nurtured, where individuals become teams, who honour the legacy of those who went before and strive to build a legacy of their own. Some of us play, some of us used to play, some of us never played. We all belong. Belonging means having a voice, means being able to say what you think is right, being listened to. Belonging means respecting each other, means being there for each other, on the pitch, off the pitch. Belonging means rolling our sleeves up and doing what needs to be done. We all belong, whether it's our first day or our 100th year. We all belong here, because this place belongs to us all. Our GAA, where we all belong.
Support Wicklow GAA and you could win a hybrid Ford Puma worth 33,000 euro or 25,000 euro cash. Get your tickets from your club.
Someone move. It's looking, boys. Who wants it? Alan, will you just kick the ball out to the middle of the field? Get your head in the game. Come on. Keepers. Jesus Christ, Alan! Will you catch the ball? That's your square, your responsibility. You called for the ball. Come on and get your head in the game. James, lads, he's lost the hunger altogether, that fella. Christ.
Eugene, listen, look, we're all worried about him. He's not in a good place. He's not himself. He doesn't need you on the sideline shouting at him with abuse. Look, go and have a chat with him and see if he's all right, will you?
Yes, I never thought of that. Hold on. Alan, come here.
It's important to remember that underneath the jersey, GAA players are just normal people too. 4 out of 4 of us have mental health, and you don't have to be an expert to make a positive difference at your GAA club. Look after yourself and keep an eye out for others. Sometimes all you have to do is listen. Go to realtalks.ie/GAA to learn more.
Tá áitir le bhain na lig. Wenye tá bio a fannacht lá nach teach a riomh Peter. Wenye a hín siar ríist sa ríist eile hí gan áit rasmuid.
Well, lads, what's the crack?
Wenye nach stop a riomh go dagan a puinte nach féidir mu a stoppa. Wenye nach niúltín riomh don obair tala déime.
You got it all free?
Wenye chur na rai gach ile tradiisiún agus gach ile scéile chur rai hoganna. Wenye bíomhan linn na léitheanta hagan go deo. Wai hain, wahi hain, uha hain, wain hain. Tá áit lech wain lig. Áit linne ligi. Cuman Lucas Gael, tá áit dún lig an.
She'll forget it's her first day. She'll grit her teeth and try her heart out. She'll know that someday she'll master the lift. She'll never forget her first day. She is a camogie player, and she belongs where we all belong. GAA, where we all belong.
Good morning, John.
Morning, Tom. Your taxi waits.
The fact of coming back down here to meet up with the lads and everything and the contact they kept with me is an enormous boost.
There was a need there for us to look after our older members. My own father comes along and he was sick then before Christmas, so he didn't come here, and really I could see a difference in him. I felt that he missed his friends.
The Monday Club and everybody who wants to come along is invited. They're remaking connections that they had 20 years ago when they were all very active club members, and now all of a sudden they sit down and it's like they were never away from one another.
I think it's one of the better things that we've done on our healthy club journey because it means so much.
Support Wicklow GAA and you could win a hybrid Ford Puma worth 33,000 a year or 25,000 a year cash. Get your tickets from your club.
A healthy club is where we all belong.
Irish GAA Healthy Club is a game changer.
In this place, at this time.
We belong not because of who we are or where we come from.
Being here means belonging.
Belonging means knowing you're part of a community.
A community that has a place for all.
Where potential is nurtured.
We're individuals.
Become teams.
Who honour the legacy of those who went before.
And strive to build a legacy of their own.
Some of us play.
Some of us used to play.
Some of us never played.
We all belong.
Belonging means having a voice.
Means being able to say what you think is right.
Being listened to.
Belonging means respecting each other.
On the pitch, off the pitch.
Belonging means rolling up your sleeves
and doing what needs to be done.
We all belong, whether it's our first day
or our 100th year.
We all belong because this place belongs to us all.
RGA, where we all belong.
RGA, where we all belong.
Cumann Lucas Scale to Arch Dunya a League on.
RGA,
where we all belong.
Our GAA, where we all belong. RGA, where we all belong.
Everything we do in the club involves the community.
The men are out walking, having the cuppa, chatting. We have a wonderful morning here and it fits us out for the week and everybody just goes home so happy. Keep out, keep about.
The war started in Ukraine and that's where our Healthy Club really came to the fore and worked really, really hard at helping to integrate. Margot does the most beautiful artwork here all around our grounds.
These people believe on my talent and after that I believe on myself.
Support Wicklow GAA and you could win a hybrid Ford Puma worth 33,000 euro or 25,000 euro cash. Get your tickets from your club.
Hello everyone, you're very welcome back to the second half of the ALS Identified Junior D Football Championship final between Aughrim and Avoca. Aughrim leading 4 points to 3 at half time. Two changes have come in now for Avoca. Liam Murphy, who came on as a temporary sub for Darren Keogh, he is now on for Darren. Darren didn't turn up for the second half. Number 17 also as well is on for Avoca. Stephen Roach, he's in for Paul McCusker. Wait now for the Aughrim now. They were second out here, waiting for them to take their positions. They'll be attacking the Westgate end for the second half. So against the wind, not seeing any changes for them. Of course, at the end of the second half, Cormac Sheridan did, or end of the first half rather, Cormac Sheridan did come in for Hugh Gunning. We can see Hugh Gunning hobbling. He has his crock on one foot. Must have been painful. Christy Rourke, the Shalala cool boy referee, throws it in, and away we go for the second half. Tommy Murphy and Martin Kenny in there. Martin Kenny gets to the ball. Hits it in forward, looking for PJ Flusky. Flusky gets a hand to it. Oisín Dunn's all over him. It's a free in to Avoca. Chance straight away here for a 2-pointed free. Martin Kenny missed one at the end of the first half from up close in the goal. However, he does have a breeze and seems to have picked up here back again. So, early on in the first half, Dermot Whelan put a 2-pointer over from a similar position from a free for Aughrim. So let's see if Martin Kenny can repeat Whelan's feat of the first half. Martin Kenny, PJ Flusky getting a bit of attention there. There was a lot of players, a few players went down in this first half. We had 4 minutes additional time. Martin Kenny lining up the post with the blue gloves. Martin Kenny twinkle toes, stabs it forward over the bar. Avoca now lead for the first time. 5 points to 4. Martin Kenny doing all the scoring so far for Avoca. Dara Rice now will take the kick out for Aughrim. So Avoca 5 points, Aughrim 4 points. We saw at the start of the first half, David Burke's kick-outs from that end were being held up and just landing in the middle of the 65 and 45. Dara Rice's kick-out is no exception, but Sam Carroll gathers. Probably had time to have a look at Avoca's kick-outs, but that is intercepted by Avoca. Lee Murphy there, can't get a hand to it. Aughrim overturn and get the free out. They get on with it quickly here. Looking forward. On the ball of Sam Carroll, gets it onto Mark O'Shea. Donncha Murphy holds him up, but Mark O'Shea shifts the challenge, and Aughrim working up the pitch. Check back from Cormac Sheridan, back to Mark O'Shea. Sheridan's made a run here in front of Rob Wilson. He gets it over to Patrick Kavanagh, inside the D. Patrick Kavanagh onto the 21, gets it back for Dermot Whelan, goes for the goal, and it's blazed wide. David Burke was in full stretch there. The shot though not on target. Still remains Aughrim 4 points, Avoca 5. Patrick Kavanagh has gone down there in a bit of a heap, so we're going to see the physio make his way on the pitch again for Aughrim. If he has his, what do they call them, speedometers on him, or I'm sure his steps count will be quite high today. On the pitch quite a few times. Number 24 for Aughrim, looks like he'll be coming in for Patrick Kavanagh. That's Cameron Byrne, or could it be number 18 there, Lorcan Kavanagh. He's also been sent to warm up. Togged out, stripped off. A reminder, of course, you have a chance to win a Ford Puma worth the value of €33,000 plus lots of cash prizes through the Wicklow GAA draw. You can get tickets on the official GAA website. David Burke now with the kick out. Patrick Kavanagh leaving the pitch. I think we're just waiting for him to come off. Mentioned there about David Burke's white gloves. He goes short, looking for JP McDonough. However, it spills loose and it's gone forward here. David Burke has to come outside of his box. Gets it there. Hand over to Anthony Dorn, and Avoca get away with that kick out. He was looking for JP McDonough. It was just too far away from him. Adam Keegan got a boot to it. Sam Carroll doing very well to take it off of Liam Murphy. However, Avoca do foul here. That was Anthony Dorn. And Aughrim now in possession. Here's Keegan. Gives it into Mick Brennan. Brennan forward again to Sam Carroll. Back to Mick Brennan on the 45. Over to Dermot Whelan. Dermot Whelan has a lovely left boot on him. However, he's not going to use, well, does use to check it back, not for a shot though. Now it's Aaron Gannon on the ball. Tom Murphy. Inside here, number 24 there. Cook did come on there. That's Cameron Byrne. Cameron Byrne. John Fanning's made a run here forward. Cameron Byrne not going to use him. Not going to risk the ball first piece of the action for him. But gets a nice pass to Sam Carroll. Sam Carroll gets past the Avoca tackler. Good block there by JP McDonough. And it's just booted away now. And Avoca have possession. And they're trying to clear out. Mark O'Shea puts Donncha Murphy under pressure. But Avoca come away with it. On the ball now, Stephen Roach. Stephen Roach inside to Josh Brown. White shirts all around him. Josh Brown, though, goes by Cormac Sheridan. He kicks it in looking for Cian O'Neill. Cian O'Neill gets to it just about there now, and Josh Brown back in possession. Shooting from inside the arc. Josh Brown, that's it. Yeah, gone wide there. Remains Avoca 5 points, Aughrim 4 points. Over 5 minutes gone now in this second half. We got confirmation there over the intercom there from that Cameron Byrne has come on for Patrick Kavanagh. His day cut short. Dara Rice now with the kick out. Looking long. Looking far. It's been held up in the wind. Cian O'Neill's underneath it. He gathers. Cian O'Neill looks inside for Martin Kenny. He's made a move inside. Gets his hands to it. Can't catch though. Picks up second time. Martin Kenny still going forward, shoots for a goal. Dara Rice with the save. Picked up there by Jonathan O'Connor. And Aughrim out with a chance to break. Mick Brennan out to Tom Murphy. Making move forward there is Jonathan O'Connor. However, he's just halted his run. Tom Murphy now just bringing up the pitch on the covered stand side. Big boot into the air, looking for Dermot Whelan. He gets just in behind JP McDonough. Cameron Byrne now in possession. Dermot Whelan's moved forward, or rather Keegan. Keegan now with a chance for a goal. Keegan saved by David Burke and gone over the bar. Levels things up. Less than what they hope for, but a point nonetheless. Adam Keegan with that score. 5 points each. David Burke now with kick out. See how far he can kick it here. Against the wind. He did manage to get one into midfield. This one's more sort of chipped in the air, heading for the 65. Mark O'Shea is underneath it. He doesn't gather though. Colin Doran gathers, wins the free, and gets on with things quickly. Gives it inside now to Liam Murphy. Murphy over to Flusky. Flusky looking for Martin Kenny. Oisin Dunn gets out in front, gets a boot to it, and Conor Wilson gets the break. He kicks it forward to Sam Carroll. Sam Carroll hand passes, intercepted by PJ Flusky. It's on now to Stephen Roach. Just about bringing it inside the arc. Now PJ Flusky back in possession. He looks inside for Martin Kenny. Gets there ahead of Oisin Dunn. However, Oisin Dunn's intervention there was enough of the ball to break. He's down in a heap after that challenge. John Fanning is fouled. Aughrim with a chance to clear their lines. However, the physio is needed again. PJ Flusky just went into that challenge wholeheartedly. It seems like his shoulder is the injured area. Just a coming together between himself and Martin Kenny. Left him worse for wear. John Fanning did well there to pick up the break. Fanning is the man holding the ball. Oisin Dunn looks like he's alright to continue here. However, he'll have to just wait a moment before he's called back on by Christy Rourke. Just over 8 minutes gone in this second half. Level game, 5 points each. John Fanning now, boots are looking forward for Mark O'Shea. He does get a hand to it, and Aaron Gannon gathers. He's certainly fouled there, is he? No free by Christy O'Rourke. Gives the free in for lying on the ball. Seemed a bit harsh. PJ Flusky though looking to get on with things. Gets it in now to Martin Kenny. That's Mick Brennan there, back in the full-back position. Martin Kenny can keep it in play. Kick out here now for Aughrim. Dara Rice having to go a long way to get that ball. Martin Kenny not being too courteous and kicking it back to him. No time for niceties now. No team. Well, we'll see really who needs to show a bit more urgency. Playing with that breeze, you'd imagine Avoca now would want to get that ball and play as much as they can to get as many scores as they can. Aughrim are doing well to defend though. Dara Rice, you can see there Tom Murphy and John Fanning are in midfield there with Stephen Roach and Josh Brown marking them. Couple of little bit of a hot point there in front of the referee between Cameron Byrne, I think, Colin Dorn. Chris O'Connor just says Chris O'Rourke says knock it off. Dara Rice with the kick out. Looking for Mark O'Shea. Hand there from Dunica Murphy, however, it's John Fanning who gathers. Fanning over to Tom Murphy. Tom Murphy looking to go past Brown. Gets inside to Mick Brennan. Mick Brennan not going anywhere forward. Gives it back to Aaron Gannon. Gannon going forward. Into the hands of Mick Brennan. Brennan carrying the ball forward to Whelan. Back now here to Cameron Byrne. Byrne sees John Fanning making the move forward, but Dunica Murphy was in the right spot for Avoca. And Rob Wilson kicks it forward to Caden Kinsella. Kinsella trying to take on Fanning, trying to take on Conor Wilson. Gets past him. Wilson did well there to get back in front. However, it will be a free now to Avoca. Wilson the guilty party there, fouling Caden Kinsella. Martin Kenny with a chance to put Avoca back in front. 2-pointer earlier on in this half. The only scorer so far for Avoca, the scorer in chief, wearing number 9, we've been playing the whole match in full forward, bar the throw-ins. And he seems to be a wide enough angle. Well, he's kicking today though, he should have no bother. Waiting here. No, nothing holding the play up there. I thought there might have been a sub coming on, but no. Kenny with a chance of a point again. Kenny just chips it over the bar, and that's a well taken free. Avoca 6 points, Aughrim 5 points. Dara Rice with the kick out. D Rice had a good game so far. No obvious pinpoints out the field. Going long, gonna pump it underneath the big man, Tommy Murphy. Tommy Murphy does get a hand to it, but it spills loose. On the ball is Liam Murphy. Murphy trying to check back inside. Charlie was held there. It's gonna be a free into Avoca. PJ Flusky's coming out to gather the ball just on the 45. Martin Kenny, yeah, he's showing a bit of interest in this one now. He's not going to be trotting over to it, but he's in a bit of space there. Oh no, he is going to trot over to it. Wind sort of dying down there, and having a look at the flags there at the town end. They're not as up straight as they were a few moments ago. So it's a long kick here for Martin Kenny, just on the 45. Or just inside the 45 rather. Tommy Murphy's making his way back in. Big man in the square, trying to defend if it drops short. Kenny now with the kick. Chance of a 2-pointer. Clips it in. Is going to drop short. And Tommy Murphy did the right thing by going back there and catches. He's under pressure from Avoca, but he shifts that and gets it out now to Aaron Gannon. Gannon to Cameron Byrne. Byrne just outside his own arc. Carrying the ball forward. Doing very well to do so. Bit of turn and pace from Cameron Byrne. Now he just stops in midfield. Looks forward for the run of Connor Wilson. I think it's going to be... Yeah, there is Peter Quigley who picks it up. Peter Quigley's pass a little bit short, puts Sam Carroll under a bit of pressure. And Avoca gather was going to be a free into Aughrim. Excuse me. Free outside the arc. Christy O'Rourke having a conversation here with Colin Dorn. And he receives the yellow card. Christy O'Rourke flamboyantly raising the yellow card. Tom Murphy will take this kick. Saw Martin Kenny in the first half in similar positions, put a boot through it. He wasn't able to reach the target though. Still, it just dropped short. One that was defended on the line by Aughrim. Tom Murphy, big man. Does he have a big kick? Tom Murphy, it's just going to float there. Keegan though keeps it in play. Adam Keegan in possession. Out now to Brennan. Brennan can't control it. And Avoca overturn. Breaking out here on the ball is Liam Murphy. Liam Murphy though can't get on with things quickly. Aughrim though should have possession here with Tom Murphy. It's good work there by Sam Carroll to get his hand in there. Give it inside. Now to Mark O'Shea. Chance for the equaliser. Mark O'Shea drops short. David Burke catches. Hands rattle the crossbar. David Burke boots it away looking for Stephen Roach. John Fanning on his case. Charlie has to push in the back. Free out to Avoca. Avoca still lead by a point. 6 points to 5. Oh, just coming up to halfway in this half. Men trotting forward for Avoca. It's a long kick. Looking for Liam Murphy, or rather Keegan Kinsella. Doesn't get to him. Breaks, and Aughrim now in possession. Mark O'Shea should catch this. Does. Mark O'Shea hands it forward to Cameron Byrne. Cameron Byrne checking side. Checks to the left. Jinks past JP McDonough. And he gets the hand into Peter Quigley. Quigley now is in the box, in possession. Quigley goes for it! First score of the game, Aughrim back in front, 1-5 to 6 points. Peter Quigley. Brilliant finish, high into the net with his left boot. Brilliant work from Cameron Byrne. I'm sure his pass was looking for Dermot Whelan. Peter Quigley though took the opportunity. Sub coming on here now for Aughrim. Not seeing the number 18 there, Rourke and Kavanagh. No, he'll be coming on in the next few moments. David Burke now with the kick out, or now Christy O'Rourke is calling him on. Let's have a look here. So Rourke and Kavanagh is coming on. I don't think any Aughrim man wants to leave the pitch.
Number 18, Rourke and Kavanagh, replacing number 16, Adam Keegan.
So Adam Keegan, who did well there from that Tommy Murphy kick free a few moments ago to keep it in play. David Burke now with the kick out. 2 points, Aughrim lead. Hanging up in the air. Looking for Donnacha Murphy, just goes past him. Mark O'Shea gathers possession. Bit of a high challenge there from Donncha Murphy. And it's a free now to Aughrim, which Mark O'Shea gets on with quickly with the tap and go. Mark O'Shea under a bit of pressure there. Works it well to Jonathan O'Connor. And now it's with Tommy Murphy. Tommy Murphy sees the run of Aaron Gannon. Gannon onto the 45. Gannon still going forward. Hand pass. The right man with the boot, left boot. It's going to hang up in the air. Quigley's underneath the goal scorer. Quigley tries to get a boot to it. Sam Carroll gets a hand to it. It's in the back of the net. Aughrim 2-5. Avoca 6 points. Quigley went for that first time with the boot. Avoca players not happy with that. They reckon it was a high boot. Christy Rourke is going in to consult with his umpires. They're flagging something. They seem to have given the goal. They're happy with it. Nothing about the afters there, anything like that. 2-5 to 6 points. 11 points to 6. 5 points in it. Aughrim leading. Number 13, Peter Quigley with 2 goals. Or rather, Sam Carroll got that goal. My apologies. Scamaleshkel. Avoca now in possession. Josh Brown looks forward, gets past Sam Carroll, the goal scorer, but his solo just deceives himself. And Mark O'Shea now in possession. On to Dermot Whelan. Dermot Whelan under pressure from Donncha Murphy. Shardy's being held. Yes, says Christy O'Rourke. Free into Aughrim. Dermot Whelan has the ball in the hand. Quick one looking for the first goal scorer, Peter Quigley. Quigley now, just outside the arc. Wraps his right boot around it. It's curling. It's gone over. It has indeed for a 2-pointer. Peter Quigley has come out storming in the second half. What? 1-2 now he has. He was involved in the second goal. It's Aughrim 2-7, Avoca 6 points. This ALS Identify Junior D football final has kicked into life. Aughrim leading by 7 points. David Burke with the kick out. Seems to be, sorry, Gamaleshkel. 1 point there for Peter Quigley, so we've got 1-1. 6 points in it, the 2 goals in it. 2-6 to 6. David Burke with the kick out. Avoca now. Game just about 11 minutes to go. Donncha Murphy catches well, despite the challenge of Mark O'Shea. He gets inside to Rob Wilson. Donncha Murphy seemed to collide there with Cameron Byrne. Christy O'Rourke lets things play. PJ Flusky. Out to Niall McCluskey. Back to PJ Flusky. Inside the 45. Cuts it back looking for Liam Murphy. It's a bit loose. Goes in with the shoulder. But Aughrim win it. On the ball is Mark O'Shea. He certainly fouled there by Liam Murphy. And yes, it is a free out to Aughrim. Hang on a second here now. Sorry, free in there to Avoca, looks like. And it's been brought up to the 21. No, Martin Kenny's not going to bring it out. He's going to take it on the 21 here. Get the scoreboard back ticking in the right direction for Avoca. The wind is actually starting to pick up. So, I mean, in this, I feel with Martin Kenny, the better option is to go outside the arc. However, he just takes his points. 2-6 to 7 points. Martin Kenny still the only scorer for Avoca. Dara Rice now with the kick out. He'll take his time here. Less than 10 minutes to go. Aughrim, at the moment you feel have one hand on the trophy. Avoca are going to need to find something and something fast. Dara Rice with a kick out. Hangs up in the air. It gets into the hands of a brilliant catch there. I think it was Cameron, or rather it was Cormac Sheridan. James Bond style, sliding on the ground. And they're not getting on with things quickly here. Waiting for players to disperse. And they reversed. The free has been reversed. I think it might be a throw in here. Christy O'Rourke with his third throw in of the game. Cormac Sheridan took too long. Hand there from Mick Brennan who catches. Surrounded by black shirts. But the break is picked up by Aughrim. Hand though there from Niall McCluskey. Ball is overturned. Things are really heating up here now. The crowd is really getting behind this match. Really letting their voices be known there in the cover stand side. Shouting, shoving, everything happening here in Echelon Park. Christy, I'm trying to look now. I can't really make out exactly what it is. It's Niall McCluskey there is having a chat with Christy Rourke. He's going to get his phone number, I feel. They'll have a cup of tea maybe afterwards. Imagine it'll be a yellow card here. Be second man to yellow card. And Christy Rourke raised the yellow card. Free to Aughrim here on halfway underneath the covered stand side. Tom Murphy to take it. Murphy, run inside there. Made by Quigley. Good feet there from Colin Dorn, however. Goes out for a line ball to Aughrim. Not the direction there that Colin Dorn would have wanted the ball to go in. Aughrim, get on with things. Here's the second goal scorer, Sam Carroll. Carroll gets past the challenge there of JP McDonough. Looking there for number 19. But the other number 19 comes out with it for Avoca. And Josh Brown's in possession. PJ Flusky's inside. Goes over the head there of Jonathan O'Connor. Collected by Conor Wilson. Wilson forward. On to Mark O'Shea. Mark O'Shea, nice burst of pace to get past Donnacha Murphy. He's held back. It's a free to Aughrim. Suppose Mark O'Shea gets on with it quickly with a tap and goal, but Christy Rourke not allowing for it. Free now to Aughrim. They'll have a chance here to go 6 points up again. Dermot Whelan standing over it. Scored a 2-pointer at the very start of the match to get the scoreboard taken. Dermot Whelan going through his routine. Lovely luminous boots on him. Whelan checks it high over the bar. 7-7. David Burke once more with the kick out. No obvious options at the moment, but definitely a few more running there. Players running the position. Looking for Donnacha Murphy. Conor Wilson gets his body there, picks it up. And now to McBrennan, Tom Murphy. Back to Brennan. Back over to Tom Murphy. Making the run forward there is Jonathan O'Connor. Comes to him. Cormac Sheridan's making the run off his right shoulder. Gives it to Sheridan. Sheridan will get it back in the middle to Tom Murphy. Just outside the arc. Tom Murphy lays his boot through it. Goes well wide of the target. Avoca are really going to have to find something here. Aughrim have been brilliant in the second half. Just over 5 minutes to go until injury time. There was 2 men down in this half. Physios were on twice. But the pace now has gone up. No one wants to be going down for attention. Might see it, I'd say, a little bit later on for Aughrim if things get a bit tight. But no reason now to start time wasting or a bit of gamesmanship just yet. 6 points up for the Granite City side. Of course, for Aughrim in 2 weeks' time, they'll be playing the intermediate hurling final against Carnew. David Burke with the kick out. Going long as he always did. Mark Brennan though had his body in the way. Rob Wilson handles that in the ground. And it's a free in now to Aughrim. Whelan in possession. Whelan asking Quigley to come towards him. Shifts the challenge from Liam Murphy. Whelan though should collect here. Does despite Colin Doran's tackle. Quigley puts the laces through it. High ball dropping in top of 2 small men. And the break goes to Rob Wilson. Rob Wilson hands back to JP McDonough. Out to Dorn. Avoca now will want to get on with this quickly. It's kicked up forward. Liam Murphy. Liam Murphy gets past the 10 battalion to Jonathan O'Connor, but Mark O'Shea tracking him. In now to PJ Flusky. Just over the 65. On now to Martin Kenny. Martin Kenny runs into Jonathan O'Connor. Shifts the challenge. Gets it out wide here to Stephen Roach. Roach is past Fanning. Roach is running forward. Tripped there by Fanning. Shirley was didn't exactly drag him down. Was a bit cynical. True on goal. Some lovely words there to describe what was going on from the crowd. Martin Kenny with the free. Bring it back to a 5-point game. This stage, maybe just put a boot and go for goal. No, just chips it over. His 8 point of the game. 7th score, 8 points. Martin Murphy, apologies. Martin Murphy is a Stratford player. Hurls for Kiltegan. Dara Rice with the kick out. And he is taking all the time he can gather from this. I don't think that tee is suiting him well, or probably was. Dara Rice with the kick out. Owen Long, Tommy Murphy, he's trying to get his body there. Breaks out to Liam Murphy. Liam Murphy is held by, I think is that Connor Wilson? Or rather, number 8, Sam Carroll. Rob Wilson with the free. There's a Martin Kenny going forward, brilliantly intercepted there by Lorcan Kavanagh. And Aughrim can work it out. Sam Carroll gets it forward again here. I think that is on the ball was number 19, Cormac Sheridan. Just a little chip there on Darragh Whelan, or JP McDonough has flattened Cormac Sheridan there. Getting the handshakes from Dermot Whelan for taking that challenge. And he's back to his feet, Cormac Sheridan. Heavy hit from JP McDonough. And he gets a yellow card for that challenge. It's a black card, Gaman Eshkel. So, for the moment anyway, unless there's a bit of a miracle here for Avoca, JP McDonough's day is done. Free on the 45 for Aughrim. What in the name of God is that he's at the Lucas A bottle. Dermot Whelan. Lovely boot on him. Number 17 coming in here for Aughrim. Adam Stockley. Stockley by name, Stockley by nature. Off comes Peter Quigley's had a brilliant second half. 1-1 from play.
Aughrim substitution. Number 17,
Could have been a 2-pointer. Dermot Whelan stealing a few yards. Whelan from outside the arc. It's gonna drop low. Hand on there. David Burke does well to stop the chance for Cormac Sheridan. And away come Avoca. Number 16 came on there. Apologies there. I didn't mark him down. That's Cormac Moore for Avoca. Rob Wilson in possession. Rob Wilson getting past challenger Dermot Whelan. He gets it out to Colin Dorn. Dorn down the open stand side. His boot just miskicked and it's out for a line ball to Aughrim. I think we're at 60 minutes played now, going into injury time. Ball is kicked forward. Mark O'Shea gets a hand at and it breaks him to his path for possession. Mark O'Shea inside to Sam Carroll. Sam Carroll kicks it forward. On to Cameron Byrne. Cameron Byrne getting past Cormac Moore. Cameron Byrne heading towards goal. Cameron Byrne checks back his orange boots. Swings it wide. Still remains Aughrim 2-7. Avoca 8 points. Gone home age 2 minutes at a time. David Burke is looking for a ball. He's not going to get one off Aughrim, I imagine. Fella there behind the goal, getting out to him. David Burke want to get on with things quickly here now. Almost into the second minute of injury time. David Burke with the kick out. Goes long. We're going to need Colin Dorn and Donegan Murphy, and Liam Murphy gets a hand to it. But it's Mark O'Shea who gathers the break. Mark O'Shea has Adam Stockley ahead of him. Mark O'Shea though checks back to Dermot Whelan. Whelan boots it in. Looking for Cameron Byrne. Adam Stockley's made the move inside. He kicks it to Stockley. Stockley now with a chance. Should they steal it? No, he's going to go forward. Stockley still onto Mark O'Shea. Free out for overcarry and Mark O'Shea had the ball in the back of the net. Surely that's got to be moved forward for kicking the ball away. Yep, going to be kicked for. No. Christy O'Rourke sending them back into the corner, I think, yeah. Oh no, he has. He'll have to bring it a bit forward. Collidor hits it forward. Tommy Murphy in the sets, but Martin Kenny is there. Martin Kenny got his possession. Tommy Murphy wrapping around him. Martin Kenny now with the free. Looking inside here for the run of Cian O'Neill. Cian O'Neill catches. Gets past here, Oisín Dunn. Cian O'Neill ball on the ground. Oisín Dunn, hand is on the ground. Surely that's got to be a free in here for Avoca. Had to go for goal with this one. But with the 2 minutes up, you feel that even a goal would be too little too late for Avoca at this point. PJ Flusky has the ball in his hand. Martin Kenny, he's put in a brilliant shift today. He's not moving inside for this. PJ Flusky gonna put the boot on this, boot through this. It's gonna be a rasp. Whoever stops it, puts it over the bar. Too high. It's Aughrim 2-7, Avoca 9 points. Flusky is only the second Avoca scorer today. Dara Rice now going to take all the time he can have here to take this kick out. You feel Christy O'Rourke will probably blow the whistle after this is taken. Dara Rice with the short kick out to Oisín Dunn. He steps inside the arc. It's going to be a free. And they're knocking down things quickly. Wherever now we are, PJ Flusky has the ball. It's a brilliant challenge there from Conor Wilson. Oh no, not at all. My apologies. Free in on the 21 for, or on the 13 rather, for Avoca. Sorry, I didn't see who kicked the ball away there. Cian O'Neill, I think it was shot for a point there. I suppose like they're 4 points in it. Will Chris, if they can get a goal here, will Christy O'Rourke allow for another chance? Goes for goal, saved by Dara Rice over the bar. We're out for a 45, small man by stature, but he is 10 feet tall in that goal here today, Dara Rice. Stephen Roach gonna loft this one in, puts on the turf in the 45. Rob Wilson's made a run forward. Lofts it forward, it's gonna drop here. White shirts around, goes wide, and surely that is it. Aughrim are the ALS Identified Junior D Football Champions of 2025. A brilliant second half performance from them. Peter Quigley getting the first goal. After him, then he was involved in the second goal. It was Sam Carroll. Aaron Gannon will go over and collect the cup. Players being called over to the presentation.
The referee, Christy, you can make your way to the stand as well.
Brilliant second half from Aughrim. We'll have the presentation over on the covered stand side.
In the heart of the Garden County, where the hills meet the sky, we gather in our colours with our heads held high. From Aughrim's sacred ground to the fields where legends play, we carry dreams of glory in the Wicklow way. Wicklow GAA, our heart and soul, through every rise and every fall, with courage and pride we stand as one. In the game we love, our journey's begun. From earth to football, we'll give our all. Wicklow GAA will answer call. Though the road has been rocky and the titles a few, we've tasted sweet victories and we've felt the blues. From Bray to Canoe, with every match we fight. Wicklow GAA, our heart and soul, through every rise and every fall, with courage and pride we stand as one. In the game we love, our journey's begun. From hurling to football, we give our all. Wicklow GAA will answer call. In the stands we hear the cheering, in our hearts we feel the fire. Together as a family, we'll rise and never tire. With every kick and every score, our spirits soar so high. For the love of the game, we'll reach for the sky. Wicklow GAA, our heart and soul. Through every rise and every fall, with courage and pride we stand as one. In the game we love, our journey's begun. From hurling to football, we give our all. Wicklow GAA will answer call. So here's to our players and the dreams yet to come. With Wicklow GAA, we'll always be one in the heart of our country.
First and foremost, I want to compliment the referee and his officials today on an excellent game. Well done to Christy, and if Christy could make his way up here to the stand, I want a presentation of a medal for Christy for refereeing the county final. Well done, Christy. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today wasn't your day for Avoca, but I've no doubt you will be back next year. To Aughrim, well done. I want to compliment you on your victory today. And no doubt there's a few young lads there that's going to progress up onto your first team. The Junior D Championship has been sponsored by LS Identity, Mr. Pat Phibbs, and I welcome Pat here today to present the cup to your captain, Aaron Gannon. I tell you, I haven't prepared that when I came up here. I'd like to thank Avoca. It was an absolutely brilliant game. Touch and go there for a few minutes. I couldn't ask for a better team of lads to play with. Pints are going to taste lovely tonight now. And yeah, hopefully we do it all again next year. Okay folks, please stay off the field as we have another county final. Thank you. Lads, stay back from the gate please. We want to keep the people off the field. Thank you. The players will all meet us outside the dressing room. If the boys and girls want to go down, and when they come out, they'll meet you there.